What's good? Back again. Another day. It's your boy, the Curtis Short. And I got my boy Amir in the building with me. Amir, say hey. Yeah, man, we just chilling on our way to South Carolina. About to go pick up Koi. So I figured I will come on live real quick, chop it up. I know that a lot of y'all are waiting to get into this Kendrick Lamar versus Drake thing. Yes, sir, that's me, Daddy. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, yes. So, you know, I got on my Yeezy Pods today. We'll talk about that in a second. I got on my Yeezy Pods today. They just came in the mail. Couldn't wait to throw them on, and it's raining and everything. So I'm glad I did bring a backup pair of sneakers because I would have really been upset if I was walking around with the wet sock Yeezy Pods. Because make no mistake about it, they are 100% a pair of socks. Now, granted, they're like thick socks, like you know what I'm saying, church socks, but nonetheless, they are socks, socks. So, you know, we rocking with them. They're pretty cool. And shout out to my brother Trav. Shout out to my Amir. You gotta relax. Shout out to my brother Daniel. They recommended that I get them and do a review. I got them. We gonna do a review. My boy Amir is active, so we rolling though. That's what I wanted. I wanted my boy to come with me, so that's what it is. Yeah. So the Yeezy Pods, they are fairly comfortable. The best way I could describe them, and I'm gonna do a pair of driving loafers. If you've ever had a pair of driver loafers, and you know what I'm talking about, how they have the split sole in the middle, and you know they have the two big pods in the front and the back. That's pretty much how they feel, except instead of being leather or suede material, it is sock material. So they're very breathable, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't wear them to go hiking or anything like that. I saw a couple people do it. Hey, we got Life with T in the building. Shout out to Life with T, man. I didn't want to spam your comments too much, but I was definitely in there, 100%. Them funeral situations get rough through because I went through something very similar when my grandmother died. So it's rough, man. It really does bring out the worst in families if things aren't prepared perfectly. It will give you a headache and drive you up a wall and mess with your emotions and tear up everything. So, I get it. Condolences to you and your family, man. I'm sorry y'all had to go through that. It is disgusting, but it's life, man, unfortunately. The Solomon Project said the new and improved socket tune. Hey, there it is. Okay. Hey. Yeah, man. I got this hoodie when Larry June came to Charlotte in 2021. I think 2021. I got the hoodie. Oh, that's crazy. This truck just ran somebody off the road. Literally. Wow. The truck just ran somebody off the road. Wow. He can find him. Hey, bro, he just ran them off the road. That is crazy. You gotta be crazy on this road, bro. Man. Wow. That mess was insane. It was, man. That's unfortunate, man. Family, bro. Family was worse than anything, bro. Because they know where the twist would turn. Like, people in the street won't do you as bad as family. Let me see. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to DeAndre Dobbs, the show. And make sure you check out his YouTube channel. He's an up-and-coming YouTuber as well. He recently joined our group. And, he's been very active and engaged. And, he enjoys creating content. So shout out to him. Happy to see him in the building. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. I got shot down because of a stunt someone pulled in that live you were watching. Immediately after you. Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. Wow. Dang. Wow. Yeah, YouTube is a crazy place, man. You definitely got to be careful you definitely have to have super good mods that are available and ready that can with your content. And I don't even know what happened because I left. Got to take care of him and the other one. But when I was in there, everything seemed to be pretty good. The topic was good and everything was rolling. But apparently somebody, wow, that's crazy, man. I hate to hear it. But send me, Rich, do me a favor, bro. Find me on Facebook. My name is Curtis York. I'm the same on all platforms. Find me on Facebook. We got a group where we help each other out and all kind of stuff. I ain't gonna say but so much, but definitely, come through and we'll make sure you get what you need to get you back on the right track. So, we give each other advice and tips and ways to grow our channels without, doing all of the stuff that YouTube doesn't like. So, anything we can do to help you get back to where you were and then surpass where you were, we're definitely down to do, man. I really love to see other channels winning and doing the right things and growing. So whatever I can do to help, man. I'm gonna definitely subscribe to your new channel and I'm gonna share it so people can find you and follow, because Rich has a lot of really good information about money and stocks and things of that nature. So you definitely want to follow him if you're trying to get your bag together and you want to grow your income. And as my boy always says, it's not what you make, it's what you keep. You know what I'm saying? So you can make all the money in the world, but if they tax it heavily, you ain't really earning nothing. So shout out to the Solomon Project. You alright, man? My boy back there on the prowl. Thank you for the shout out. Appreciate everything. The group has helped me a lot. I love supporting others and giving good vibe and energy. Yeah, 100%, man. That's what we do over here, man. It is not one of those types of situations where you just drop a link and keep it moving, or you just shamelessly promote your stuff. So if that's what you're looking for, that's not really how we do things. We're more so focused on engagement and actual things that will grow your channel. We don't do the whole shout out for shout out thing because YouTube doesn't like it. First and foremost, they will get you up out of there. So if you are doing shout out for shout out or follow for follow or whatever the case may be, you can do it, but they are going to get you up out of there. Here you go. You want some chips? Amir is on it, singing his heart out. Yeah, man, I had to give him some chips so he'll calm down a little bit. But yeah, hopefully everybody had a good week, man. We got a lot going on. It's crazy, crazy, crazy times, man. Up here in Charlotte, where I'm at, there's been a lot of random shootings, and you know what I'm saying? Last week we had somebody shooting at the police. The week before that, we had a shooting in the neighborhood and somebody ran into two people's houses. So, make sure you staying safe out here in these streets and you're doing whatever you can to protect yours and your family, because it is really, really, really wild out here, man. So shout out to all of the positive vibes and all the good energy, man, because, a lot of times we take that stuff for granted. You never really know what anybody's going through. I think Amir's trying to battle Drake. Man, Amir's trying to battle Miss Gracie and Rachel. Miss Rachel in Gracie's corner. You know what I'm saying? Amir, I don't know. How do y'all feel? Let me ask y'all a question. Since, a lot of y'all in here are content creators, and shout out to y'all. How do y'all feel about children having, YouTube pages and doing content and things like that? The reason I ask is, Amir is getting older, and it's like, do we want to do like a YouTube channel for the kids and go down that route and have him playing with toys? Because you look at the boy Ryan, I think it's Ryan's World. He's like one of the biggest YouTubers ever, or he was. I don't know if his ranking is still up there, but at the same time, I don't want to be one of those parents that's milking and exploiting their kids. Like, we didn't even post Amir until he was like 1, right before his first birthday. It was like the first time we ever even posted him or showed his pictures on social media. And we used to fight with our parents a lot about that because they wanted to post them and because they were happy and excited. And I'm like, well, she put my baby on the internet, like, and it really, really, really got heated for a lot, because it's like, bro, I get that y'all are excited, But there's no way possible that y'all can be more excited than the parents. So if we're saying we don't want them on the internet, then respect our wishes. Otherwise, we just not gonna see you pictures, and when you come, you just not gonna be able to take pictures. So you know, I don't think that I'm ever gonna create a YouTube channel specifically for him or Monty. But if there's a way that we can do it without looking crazy, and it's something that's actually beneficial to them, if it's something that they enjoy, what I'm saying, that would be different. If Amir is 5 or 6 and he says, hey, I want to do YouTube, and we'll talk about it. But at 5 and 6, like, we don't even do screen time like that no more, to be honest with you. Like, we unplug the TV in their playroom. They don't really watch TV like that. Let me see. Life with T said, that's a lot on you and the kids. I thought about it, and then I said, never mind. That's exactly where I'm at. It's like the idea sounds fun, but then when you actually think about it, it's like, I don't know. Well, I'm reaching out to y'all, see how y'all feel about it. Let me see. Rich said, 2 of my sons have their own channels, my 28-year-old and my 11-year-old. I don't interfere with either one. Okay, that's cool. See, my oldest, Coy, who lives with his mom in South Carolina, we're going to get him now. He says that he wants to be a YouTuber, but then I'm like, all right, well, you play the game a lot. Why don't you set up the cam and go live? And he's like, no, I don't want to do it. So it's like, I don't think he really wants to be a YouTuber because he sees how much work I put into it. I think he just wants to be a YouTuber because he doesn't want a job. And he's 9 now, so it's a little different. But I'm like, if you're going to do it, you got to do it. And that's with anything. If you're going to be working or whatever you decide you're going to do with your career path, you got to do it all the way. Or don't do it. Amir, you okay? Okay, baby boy. So yeah, man, that's the conundrum we on. Still trying to figure out. Right now, it's team no. I'm no parent, but I don't think it's a good idea at the moment because it's weird. People that does that off the wall stuff, maybe when they're older, but I think that it's too soon. It's good. It's good feedback. Definitely good feedback. So yeah, man, like I said, right now I'm still on the lines of no, I just don't see it. It doesn't make sense. To me, they're too young. Their minds are still developing. 100%. Yeah, like I said, they don't even really watch TV like that. And it's so crazy because I want to say 2 or 3 videos ago, we went to the doctor. And, my doctor was like, well, his doctor rather, was like, he was surprised because Amir can recognize numbers and letters. He can count to 20. He can say A through Z. He can show you what a 1 is. He can show you what a 10 is. And the doctor was like, man, he's already doing that at 2? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, how? I'm like, we just made a conscious decision to take the TVs out. He watched TV a lot when he was younger. Well, he's on 2. So when he was smaller, and then, he was in daycare for a while, but ultimately we decided to pull him out of daycare and we hired a nanny, which actually, ironically, is way cheaper than daycare, like substantially cheaper than daycare. So, we just spend time with him. We read books and, we play music in the car that's tailored to learning, like Gracie's Corner. We'll listen to Gracie's Corner, but we don't watch Gracie's Corner like that anymore. And so, now the thing is, with Amani, who is 8 months, like, how are we going to bridge that gap? Because Amir had a little bit of daycare, which all they did, to be honest, was watch Gracie's Corner and Miss Rachel. So just spending that extra time with him. Let me see. My 11-year-old shows off his gaming skills, but he never mentions anything about money, and it's all faceless. That's dope. It's a lot trying to learn in education and routine. You will mess it up. That's facts. Yes, I got a nanny for my nephew. He communicates so well. He was nonverbal when we got him. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, man, you'd be surprised, I'll give you another benefit of the nanny. Amir used to get sick all the time. Like, honestly, it would have been better now if he was getting sick the way he was getting sick back then, because back then I was working, so it was crazy. I had to call out or all kind of things just because he was always getting sick, or daycare will randomly decide they want to close. And so, I had to call off and go get him anywhere. My wife would have to call off and go get him. But, I can't even tell you the last time Amir got sick since he hasn't been in daycare. Like, I really, really, really don't remember. I don't think he's been sick at all this year, to be honest. Like, I really can't think of a time. Amani got sick one time. Only reason she got sick was because she was the fevers and all that. Has been sick this year, so that's something to keep in mind as well, because you got to factor in the cost of calling out and what you'll be missing and things of that nature. So it's a huge difference. And just the convenient factor, my front tooth is leased from my wife just catching me turning on the TV for the young. Oh man, yeah man, that screen time, same, he hasn't either. My nephew was getting sick like crazy in public daycare. It was a mess. Yeah, man. So, if you could find, my recommendation for everybody with kids, man, is if you can find a little old lady that's, willing to stay in your house and you can trust them to not steal and, act crazy, things like that, it'll save you so much money. Because I think we were paying $1,200 a month just for Amir. And, Amani, that would have been $2,400 a month, which was rent payments. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you could find a little old lady that's bored, ain't doing nothing already, it saves so much more money. So much more money. It's so convenient. They come in your house. You don't have to worry about much. You don't have to worry about them getting sick and all kind of other random things. And then as far as the education, you just got to find time to step it up. Like I said, we read books. I'm a reader myself, though, so it's easy for me to read books for them. What I will say, though, the biggest thing is because both of us are very driven and career-oriented, the biggest thing that we run into is just scheduling everything more than anything. Just trying to make sure that, we schedule everything right and everybody gets their own attention. And then we as parents and spouses, we get our time to spend with each other. And I can say that is the biggest challenge that we're facing. The financial thing, we're kind of starting to get a wrangle on again. I looked at Rich, I took his advice, and I started making some investment moves. And, I've been getting a little bit of money coming in, so it's helping out. Granted, it's nothing substantial, but it ain't like it was 2 weeks ago. So every little bit counts. Let me see. Andrew said when kids get to school or daycare, it be some kids that are already sick because some of the parents be sending the kids to the school sick, spreading the sickness and bacteria. Oh no, that's not an opinion. That's 100% fact. As a working parent, you got to make that decision. Are you send your kid to school or are you going to stay home? 9 times out of 10, a parent is going to send that sick kid to school because they can't afford to not go to work. And that, I think that says a lot more about the state of the way things are. But then you get into healthcare and politics and all that, to where childcare isn't really accounted for in most jobs, to where parents have to send their kids. Like, I get it. I'm not finger picking at them. I can say that luckily my wife and I, we were fortunate enough to where they were willing to work with us and give us breaks or so when we needed to, and we could work from home as needed also. So it worked out for sure. But a lot of parents don't have that luxury and that option rather. Excuse me. Please keep your eyes on the road. Yeah, Mickey, 100%. And shout out to Mickey. Welcome to Yorktown. I was just saying earlier that an 18-wheeler ran a car off the road, switching lanes, not paying attention. And right here in real time, it was so crazy. But yeah, man, I'm definitely paying attention to the road. Just chopping it up, though. Otherwise, I'll be sitting here listening to Gracie's Corner. And I do not feel like listening to Gracie's Corner. So we're going to chop it up real quick. Alright, Amir, you're doing too much now. You're doing way too much. getting your Mariah Carey on. We gotta relax. School is the source of the cooties. 100%. 100%. Rich, do you homeschool your kids or are they in the public school system? What you got going on for school? You are so right. Yeah, man. I get it. I know why parents send their sick kids to school or to daycare. I don't like it, but I understand it. And, I get it. But at the same time, it's like, if you get everybody else sick, what's going to happen is they're going to close down daycare anyway. So it's not like, it really helps because now you got to call out of work and you're going to have to quarantine. So really, you're shooting yourself in the foot. But in the short term, I can understand it. And luckily, like I said, I've never had to do it. But I don't really fault parents that do because everybody's circumstances and situations are different. Yeah, man. So that's the daycare spiel, man. Hopefully, because I think our nanny's going to be with us for about 2 to 3 years. I may not be a parent, but watching my little cousins over the years has taught me so much. Yeah, man, I say you know more about children than I did. Like when I had my first kid, like I knew nothing. I never babysitted no little kids. I never interacted with small children. I didn't even know how to hold a baby. Like it was really, really, really like on the job training. I had to learn everything right then and there. Yes, sir. Yes, Amir. What's up, baby? Huh? Yeah, man. So just learning kids, man. I had to learn so much. So if you're already watching small children or younger children, you know way more about being a parent than I did when I had my first kid because I was just really out here just figuring it out as I went, man. But gradually it gets easier, it gets better, and you learn more. I used to be scared holding a newborn, right, man? Because they're so fragile, and it's like you don't really want to be holding them any kind of way. You got to make sure you secure their neck because they can't do it themselves. So, yeah, man, it's a lot holding newborns. You got to make sure that you're paying attention to what you do. So, yeah, man. What else y'all got going on? Any big weekend plans? Rizzaroni. Shout out to all the real dads who make bottles and change diapers. Hey, we got Rizzaroni in the building already with the good information. That's right, man. Change about. I was reading somewhere, and I think it's on the live stream I did back in October or November, where I was talking about how millennial fathers, they say millennial fathers, and no disrespect to my dog Rich if you in the building, but the article said that, hey, you gotta relax. You doing too much now. Calm down. Millennial fathers are better parents than the generations before them because we actually change diapers and we actually make bottles and we actually spend time with our kids. And I'm like, I ain't gonna shoot no shots, but we are way more involved. And I wonder if that's because, our parents didn't do that, or our fathers rather didn't do that. So we feel like we have to overcompensate and go above and beyond. Or, that's just the sign of the wonder. We definitely, like I look and I think back about my experience with my father and the type of father I am and just how different it is. It's crazy. And then I think about the father that my grandfather might have been based off of what I know, the Solomon product. Look at you being old. I already said, Rich, my name is the same on all platforms. It's Curtis York. I don't have no code names on Facebook or nothing. I do have one of those other pages, but that's just to promote the channel. But nah, I'm Curtis York on Facebook. You'll recognize my picture. Now there are a couple other Curtis Yorks. There's one dude in Atlanta who, ironically, my dad lives in Atlanta, but that's not that guy. There's another Curtis York that lives in Atlanta that's not my dad, which is crazy. But he's actually from New Jersey, and I've talked to him a couple times. And it's funny because when I first got into real estate, he was in the real estate, and I hit him up. I'm like, hey, I see we have the same name, do you know my dad? Just randomly. He was like, yeah, man, I got my dad. I know your dad. I don't know your dad, but he's a firefighter, right? And I'm like, Dad, that's crazy. So, yeah, there's another Curtis York out there in Atlanta. And the crazy thing is, I'm a Kappa and he's a Q. So the last time I talked to him, we were joking about, being Greek and stuff. But he's from Jersey originally. My father wasn't there for me. Hold on, let me see. I have two. I learned all on my own how to take care of kids. I did the night feedings, changed diapers, and provided financially 100%. To this day, my kids come to me before they call me. Hey, that's what's up, man. Shout out to Rizzaroni, man. I'm actually working on another project with another father that I work with. Shout out to MNTV Dad. We're going to be talking about, just being fathers in this day and age and what that looks like. He's a little older than me, so I think it's going to be pretty cool because you have that young and old dynamic. So we're going to be talking about that. I think our first episode is going to be on the 19th of this month. So, of course, I'll make sure I put more information on the community page and all that, but I definitely want to reach out to other fathers and have guests on the show and things like that, talking about their fatherhood experience and whatnot. So I'm super excited about that one. It's kind of Amir, what's up, baby? You gotta relax, man. I can't even hear myself think, kid. You just back there going off. Yeah. So I'm super excited about that project. We're gonna be working on it, reaching out to other fathers as well. So if you're interested, when I drop the information on the community page, then definitely leave a comment and respond to it. Okay, I got you. What we're gonna do is, we're gonna just talk about fatherhood, man, the ups and downs. It's gonna be very interesting because I'm thinking about Rich playing around, that crazy name he has on Facebook. But Mike is his name. MNTV Dad, MNTV Fam. They do a lot of traveling and whatnot. So Mike and I are gonna talk about being married. He's a divorcee. Woo, Amir. Wow. Please don't make me end this thing and have a different kind of conversation with you. Please don't do that again. So, real time, y'all. That's the thing about being live. But anyways, he's a divorcee, so he's going to be talking about that aspect of things. I'm married, so he's married and he's been divorced and he's dating again. So there's a wide variety of topics that we're going to have in store that I'm super excited to deliver to everybody, man. It's a passion project of mine because, like I said, when I was first learning how to be a father, I really didn't have that much to go off of. I was figuring it out as I go. So if I can make it easier for other fathers that are coming up behind me, then, that'd be perfect. Let me see. DeAndre said, my father wasn't there for me. My mama passed away when I was 4. I'm 29, but I truly said if I became a dad, which I have little cousins for a reason, I'm gonna... I think we got disconnected there. Oh, man. Dang, did we end? Oh, okay. I lost service, y'all, rolling through the boondocks. That's the thing about South Carolina. It is very, very, very country, man. And we getting there. But yeah, I'm going to probably stop talking about that. But like I said, pretty soon, we're going to be releasing the information. So if you're interested, if you're a father and you want to come on a panel and discuss what your fatherhood journey is like, then holla at us. I'm going to drop the information. I think Mike already created the YouTube page to kind of build up. So make sure you stay tuned. We're going to be doing a lot, just talking about fatherhood. So we'll see where it goes from there. What else, man? What y'all got planned for the weekend? I know that there's a lot of free stuff going on in Charlotte that we're going to be participating in. I got some vlogs I need to edit for sure that I got to upload and whatnot. I might be going live at the house when I get back tomorrow. Tomorrow night I might go live. And then Sunday I gotta make this trip back to South Carolina to take Coy home. So yeah, that's the other thing, man. I drive an hour and a half there and an hour and a half back. So 3 hours on Friday and Sunday. sometimes we meet, me and his mom, and that helps out a lot. But if not, then I'm making this hike to South Carolina every weekend faithfully. Which, granted, he didn't come up last weekend, and we getting there. But shout out to Koi's mom too, man. There's a big stereotype that you can't coexist with your child's parent if y'all are not together, and it took us a lot of time to get to that level, but we did get to that level, and I'm extremely grateful for it, man, because it just makes life so much easier when you can coexist. And me, I'm 100% all team family. So if you can stay with your child's mother, 100% stay with that woman and figure it out. And if that's somebody you can't picture yourself having kids with, I'm sorry, but you might not even want to, take that risk, because all it takes is one slip up. And people these days will do all kind of crazy things. So the last thing you want to do is get stuck with somebody that on a one night situation or something like that. Hey, Amir. You get stuck with something like that, and I've seen it happen. A guy that I work with, he had a one night stand and ended up getting the girl pregnant, and he was sick. And it's not always black people either. This guy was white. I ain't gonna say his name or give any information out like that, because we didn't get along, and I don't want to throw him under the bus. But yeah, it's not just black people that have children out of wedlock, contrary to popular belief or what the media will tell you. White people are out here having one night stands and getting people pregnant and moving states and all that too. So that's, which is also, I said I was going to stop talking about it, but that's also why I'm so excited about this channel that we're working on, because I want to combat those types of stereotypes. And no, you'd be surprised. It's more sexy to blame black people and say that only black people do it, but that's not the reality of the world. Right, Amir. No. It's not just us. It's everybody. It's everybody does it. And everybody handles it differently. Everybody responds differently. So being a father is a lot of work. I'll say that. We'll leave that there. But what's up, man? Everybody in the chat. We got between 4 and 6 people in here every 30 seconds. What y'all got planned for the weekend? Like I said, I think there's a little fair that's popping up not too far from where we live, so we're probably gonna go down that joint and do a couple rides, let the kids get outside, play some. There's also a lot of little community things going on, because the way Charlotte is set up, there's a lot of little communities in the city, and the communities will have their own events. So I'm gonna try to catch one of those with the family. We're gonna get some sunlight and get outside, because it was storming really bad up here. DeAndre said it's a two-way street, 100%. Rich said most fathers want to be there for their children. That's a fact. Getting ready for Mother's Day. Mother's Day is this weekend, so gotta prepare for that. Make sure you treat your mothers right, you take care of them. I personally feel like, every day is Mother's Day, and you gotta make your mom or your wife or whoever feel special every day in some different little way. But, the holidays are cool too. Give them their little extra flowers or whatever the case may be. Yeah, man. And we are almost here. So I think at this point, it is the perfect stopping point to say I will see you all soon. I'm about to pick up Koi. So I appreciate everybody that tuned in, kicking it with me and Amir. He is about to turn the volume up and really get into singing once I put this Gracie's back on. I don't think I'm going to go back live once I get Koi. I don't know, because he probably don't want to talk so much about football and everything else. So I'm going to go ahead on and wrap this one up. Thank you to everybody that came and kicked it with your boy. I appreciate it. Rich, I'm going to respond to your request. I'm going to add you to the group. DeAndre, hold it down. Rich, I'm going to see you soon. Everybody else that came in, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Have a great rest of the Friday.